we're back at Flipside Gaming. We're going to try our hand at a narrative scenario in one of the little used books. We have Dispossessed in charge of a deadly siege weapon. We don't know where that siege weapon is. It could be in the left tower, it could be at the gate, it could be in the right tower. We don't know, they're not telling, but the siege weapon does huge mortal wounds with splash damage every turn, and it's my job to kill them before I get killed. This is the deployment. That's the terrain we're going to use. The deadly terrain is just in the little portcullis because that's fluffy. And we'll see what happens. This is 1940 points of Ironjawz. I'm taking the maw-krusha because it's fun. I'm taking the shaman as an overpriced mystic shield. I have 2 units of 20 Ardboys to provide tar pit, and then I have Gorgruntas for fast mobility of discovering the objective.
Alright, I'm here playing Dwarves. I've got 2,000 points. I'm running the same list I usually run. I've got a big block of warriors, 2 blocks of longbeards. I've got some artillery up here with the engineer and the organ gun and the cannon. I've left the grudge thrower back here because it doesn't need line of sight, so I don't want to try to overcrowd. I've got my thunderers, and then I've got a rune priest, a dwarf lord, and the slayer. He's up here. He's gonna go crazy.
The invaders in this scenario get to decide who goes first. I'm going to go first so I can start buffing. I am going to cast Mystic Shield on the maw-krusha. The problem is going to be that there are so many orcs here. If I roll a double, I can kill some of my own guys. And so Mystic Shield goes off with a 7. So the Mega Boss on maw-krusha now has Mystic Shields. I am going to use the War Chanter to give these Ardboys and this War Chanter to give these Ardboys +1 to hit. And let's go into Rampaging Destroyers. The Ironjawz have moved forward with their Rampaging Destroyers. This is the Iron Fist Battalion, so all the battle line troops have moved an extra d6 inches. And now I'm going to roll for the mystical terrain. The Mega Boss is not within 3 inches, but I'm hoping that these Gorgruntas don't get befuddled. They're fine, so they're actually re-rolling something or other.
Failed wounds.
Failed wounds until their next hero phase. So now let me do movement. Ironjawz have moved forward. Everybody's doing what I need them to do. I made run rolls with the 3 backline heroes and the boars on the far side because I don't think they're going to be doing anything this turn. What I realize is that we forgot about the deadly siege weapon, so we're going to have Taylor roll that up now.
Taylor gets to fire his cataclysmic siege weapon, and he's going to pick any foe and roll a dice, d3 damage, immediately. So go ahead and pick someone.
No, I'll pick the Psyker.
Alright, excellent.
So 1.
So 1 damage. Now for each enemy model within 10 inches of that one, he gets to roll an additional dice. And there's a table explaining the damage that will be dealt to each one of those models.
I'm rolling for the, I'm going to do it unit by unit. So these are the 2 to 4 inches on the Ardboys.
You need a 3 up.
3 up, yeah. Pretty poor roll, so that's good because it's kind of a
4
crazy
mortal
roll.
wounds on the Ardboys.
This is the next tier, so 6 inches.
And you need a 4 up.
And 4 ups, that's 2 more mortal wounds. Alright, and this is the last 2 tiers together. One of them is going to be a 5 up, the other 2 are 6s. So 1 more mortal wound. This is the second unit of Ardboys. So these are within 4 inches, so 3 ups, that's 3 mortal wounds. Alright, the next tier, so I'm looking for 4 ups.
That's
7 more mortal
7?
wounds.
Yeah. Alright, and the last tier, so I'm looking for 5s.
Got 1.
Got 1. Alright, and his War Chanter is within 10, so that's on a 6. I rolled a 3, so no dice.
The wording on this ability makes it's you do this ability at the start of the battle round, which to us makes sense that that's not during your turn, so I wouldn't have to take battle shock at the end of this. But it is still pretty powerful. He did 17 mortal wounds and took out 8 of my guys. and that's going to happen every battle round. It is the charge phase for the Ironjawz. I'm going to start on my left and go across. So let's start with Gordrak. He's going to need a pretty big roll. And that doesn't do it. Gordrak's sitting pretty. The Gorgruntas will also need a semi-large roll. That might make it with 8 inches.
8 inches should make it. Yeah, 8 inches will be in.
The first unit of Ardboys do 5 inches plus 2 from their drummer. So 7 inches. Did not make it. Let's roll for the second units. They're not going to do anything either. And that's the end of the charge phase.
These guys might be able to get in.
I ran them.
Oh, you ran them, okay.
So let's charge the first unit of boars and go to combat.
So I'm gonna go ahead and activate my hero's item. He has a Swift Silver Potion, which lets me once per game go before he does in the assault phase.
That's exactly what I didn't want to happen.
Yeah. He's a glass cannon, so he needs to strike first.
Yeah, goodbye Gorgruntas. Alright.
I got 6 attacks, which are 3 to hit, 3 to wound. I get to add 1 to the wound roll because he has more than 1 wound. And I'm re-rolling 1s because I'm armed with 2 weapons.
So you're wounding on 2.
I'm wounding on 3s. Oh no, I'm hitting on 3s. And I'm wounding on 2s. So that's 3 wounds.
Any rend on that?
Rend 1.
So 2 of them save, 1 does not.
Epic roll.
Is that 1 damage each?
Yep, 1 damage each.
I'll take it. So the Gorgruntas are attacking back. They're going to start with their pig iron choppas. They have no bonuses, so they're hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So that's going to be 3 wounds with a -1 rend on the Dragon Slayer. Oh, he doesn't get a save.
He has a 6-up save, so that's 3 wounds.
Alright.
Yeah, that's 3 wounds. And then their trample. They're getting 4 attacks each, 4s and 4s. Ouch. So 2 more wounds, no rend.
Alright. 6s? No 6s, he's dead. But I get to, when I die, on a 4-up, inflict D3 mortal wounds. So,
What?
Yeah, death blow. I didn't. So I've piled in, and I'm going to attack now with my Great Weapon Longbeards. I've got 8 guys in range, so it's 4s to hit, 3s to wound. Very good roll. I've got 5 at rend 1.
So saving on a 5+. None of them.
Oof.
That's 1 damage each.
1 damage each, yeah.
That wraps up Ironjawz turn 1. I lost a Gorgrunta, I lost quite a few Ardboys, but I'm still in the running. And now it's going to be Taylor's go.
Turn 1 for the dwarves. I'm in my hero phase. Yeah, I'm set the grudge onto these guys, so I get +1 to wound them. I'm going to give the Thunderers an extra rend. 2, it goes off, so they get rend 2 now. And the Longbeards are both gonna do the reroll 1 grumbles. So I'm gonna be rerolling 1s within 6 or 8 inches of them. And that's the hero phase, so on to movement, which will be not much. Alright, so I'm gonna start off my shooting with the catapult. I'm gonna shoot it at the maw-krusha. It does not need line of sight to shoot. That's why it's hiding behind the castle. 3s to hit, 3s to wound, 3 damage, rend 2 shots. You there?
Yep.
So 2 hits. That's 2 wounds.
That's rough. It's rough. No. That's 6 damage on the maw-krusha.
So I looked at the rules. I can only shoot once with the grudge thrower if it's not within an inch of my my engineer. So I just did 3 wounds. We just adjusted the number of wounds. And now I'm going to be shooting my Thunderers into the unit of Ardboys that I have a grudge on. 3s to hit because of precision shots, 2s to wound because of the grudge, and rend 2 because of the runesmith. So they're the super buffed mega shooters. So I'm looking for 3s. Oh.
It can be a little lengthy, especially for your first time, because there is a little bit.
8.
But it's definitely a lot of fun. It's like probably my favorite one.
Ren 2.
Ren 2, yep.
Saving on a 6.
Difficult, but not like
That's 1 save. How many damage each?
1 each.
So 7 more wounds on the second group of Ard Boys.
Alright, I'm shooting my cannon into this unit of Ard Boys. So that's forced to hit. Re-rolling for the Rune of Accuracy thanks to the Engineer. Still missed both of them. So that's 2 misses. I'll be shooting the organ gun into that same unit. I'm going to shoot all 4 barrels. So I'm looking for a 4 or up on either of these dice. So I'm good. So that's going to be... Holy smokes, that makes up for it. 20 shots. Alright, it's 20 shots, 3s to hit. Oh, I lost the dice. Oh, come on. Alright, 3s to wound.
Very average roll.
Doesn't hurt me since I
that's a
have
2.
weapons of mass destruction here, right?
Yep.
That's 9 wounds at rend 1, 1 damage each.
So saving on a 5. None of them. No, 2 of them.
2 of them.
Got 2.
So 7. 7 more wounds.
Alright, I'm going to charge the Gorgruntas with these Longbeards. So I've got my dwarves piled in. Almost all of them are within 1 inch. Just a couple are out. I'm going to go ahead and roll that up. Alright, I'm looking for 3s to hit, 4s to wound, and I'm re-rolling 1s because of the Old Grumbler's rule. 7 wounds, no rend.
Okay, saving on a 4. 3 did not save. So I have 2 Gorgruntas left. Do with their pig iron choppas. That's 6 attacks hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 3. So that's 3 wounds, the -1 rend.
Alright, so I got 5 up save. I will get rerolls because I didn't run or charge. So 1, so 2
That's
die.
2 damage, yeah. Now we do the hooves. That's 4 attacks each, hitting on a 4. Wounding on a 4.
Ooh.
Nothing.
Bummer.
I'm gonna attack back now with my Longbeards with great weapons. 4s to hit on these guys. Alright, and 3s to wound, and I'm re-rolling 1s. No 1s. So 4 wounds at rend 1.
Saving on a 5. 2 save. So it's 2 more damage, 1 more guy goes away. The full unit of Gorgruntas is attacking the Longbeards over here. Retribution, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds, the -1 rend.
1 shot at a 5 up because they charge, they don't get their shield wall. So 2 down.
And then their trample attack, 4s and 4s.
I'll make sure we order them.
2 more hits, no rend.
Alright, so 1 shot at a 4 up. So 1 guy. Alright, so I'm doing Battle Shock for these Longbeards. They lost 2. Rolled a 4, 5, 6. Their leadership's 7, so they're fine. And these Longbeards. Rolled a 3, 4, 5, 6. Their leadership's 7, so they're also fine.
The second unit of Ard Boys lost 4 models this turn. They have 10 still, so that's +1 bravery, and they have their banner, that's an initial +2 bravery. I'm betting they're fine. 2 + 4 is 6, so they're fine. The unit of Ard Boys also over here also lost 4 models. They are fine, and the unit, the boar, doesn't have to make a battle shock test because he's bravery 7, so he can't lose models.
So that's the end of my phase. I've eliminated quite a few models. I'm pretty happy with that. I've got artillery in a good spot, so I'm looking at another probably strong turn of shooting next turn, and I'm hoping for another another turn, get a double turn to take off more wounds on the maw-krusha. Now I'm going to unleash the weapons of mass destruction. I'm going to target him with the weapons of mass destruction. They're going to have 2 wounds hit him. These are the guys within 2 inches, so I'm looking for 2 up. I got 2 mortal wounds. These are 3 that are within the 4-inch bubble. Oh, I've got 2. Yep, 2 more. 5 of them are within 6, so this is a 4 up. Got 3. Alright, now I'm going to be rolling for these. I got 8 guys that are within 6 inches, 1 guy within 8, and then these 2 guys are 10. This is for the guys within 6, so I'm looking for 4s. I got 2.
I'll take it.
This is the 1 guy within what I need for 5 up. I didn't get. And 1 guy that was out from the distance died, so now I'm looking for 1 on a 6 up. Oh, I got it. Woohoo! It's nice.
Okay, so now we're rolling for turns. Item 1. Taylor goes first. Or actually, no, Taylor decides who goes first.
I'm going first.
Taylor goes first.
4th hero phase. I'm going to go ahead and put the grudge on that same unit. I'm going to try to get the additional rend on the Thunderers again, which goes off, so they're rend 2. And I'm doing the reroll 1 grumbling on the Longbeards. I'll be on to movement. I don't think anyone's actually gonna move. I think everyone's gonna stay pretty well put. I'm gonna shoot the catapult into the maw-krusha. 1 shot, 3s to hit, 3s to wound. 3 hits. 1 does not wound, so the catapult doesn't hurt. I'm gonna shoot the cannon now into the maw-krusha. That's gonna be 4s to hit. I get to reroll the Rune of Accuracy. So 1. And it's 2s to wound. So 5. That'll be a wound. Rend 2.
Still got Mystic Shield on.
Still has Mystic Shield, yeah.
So it's going to be a 4-up save. And he saves.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the Thunderers into this unit of Ard Boys. Same rolls as before. Same crazy boosted 20 shots. So looking for 3s and 2s because of the grudge. Rend 2.
So they're saving on a 6. And 1 of them saved. So that's 9 damage.
Alright, I'm shooting the organ gun into the other Ardboy unit. I'm going to shoot all 4 barrels. So that goes off. And I'm shooting out 19 shots. Wow. Nuts. Alright. I've got 3s and 3s. Oops. Alright. 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds.
8 wounds, saving on a 5-up. Not bad. 4 damage.
Alright, so I went ahead and piled in with these Longbeards. They're going to attack first. I'm looking for 3s to hit, 4s to wound, rerolling 1s. And 4s. Rerolling that 1. Nope. So I've got 7 wounds. No rend.
Saving on a 4+. Nice.
Good roll.
3 do not save, so that's 3 more damage. Attacking with the 1 remaining Gore Grunta over there. This Pig Iron Choppa is doing 1 hit. And no wounds. And Trample is doing 1 hit. And 1 wounds. There's a Trample. Woohoo.
Whoop. Whoop. 1 guy's dead.
And nope, actually, 2 guys are dead.
2 guys are dead.
What are you doing?
Alright, so I got the Longbeards attacking that lone Gore Grunter. 16 attacks, 4s and 3s, rerolling 1s. No 1s.
I like those 2s.
5, rend 1.
Saving on a 5. 2 saves, so that's 3 damage on the Gore Grunta.
So he's still alive. I got it.
The Gore Gruntas over here are attacking the Longbeards with their Pig Iron Choppas. Hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 3. That's 3 wounds, the -1 rend.
5 up. Shield wall. 1 guy goes down.
And then their trample attacks, hitting on a 4. Wounding on a 4. Nothing.
Battle shock for these Longbeards. Roll a 4, 5, 6. The leadership 7 base, so they're fine. These Longbeards here shouldn't run. 6, even with the extra one at 7, that their leadership 7 base, so they're okay.
This unit of Ardboys here only lost 1 model, so they can't fail it with their banner. This unit over here lost 2 models, and their banner is already gone. So a 5 plus 2 is 7, their bravery is 7, they're fine.
End of the top of turn 2. It's going really well for me. Double turns tend to do that, especially when you can shoot pretty much everything. So I just gotta kind of keep them tied up, keep them in the center, and I should be pretty much good on the game. So we'll see how the rest of the game goes.
Ironjawz hero phase. There are not many Ironjawz left. I am going to try and cast Mystic Shield again on Gordrak. I need a 6. Actually, I need a 5 because there are at least 10 orcs around me. That went off. Oh no. I rolled doubles. Oh no. So, yeah, Power of the Wog. People stay away from Weird Nod Shamans because of this reason. I just did D3 mortal wounds to my own boys. The closest friendly unit will probably be this group of Ardboys over here, and they are now going to suffer 3 mortal wounds because my guy sucks. So after that fiasco, the maw-krusha does have, in fact, Mystic Shield. This War Chanter here is going to give these Ardboys +1 to hits. This War Chanter over here is going to give the Gore-gruntas +1 to hit. The Mega Boss on maw-krusha is in the mystical terrain. Let me hope he's not befuddled. He is not befuddled. He is also now re-rolling wounds until his next hero phase. Let me do Rampaging Destroyers for the heroes, since everybody else is tied up. Rampaging Destroyers is finished. The Ardboys did move up. They got decent enough rolls to get right up onto the walls. The heroes moved their separate ways to try and get to the objectives. And I'm going to roll for the Mega Boss on maw-krusha's command ability. I need a 4 or greater. I don't get it. And I believe that is it for hero phase. Let me go into movement. Movement phase ended. Gordrak got within 3 inches of another objective and was told that he's at the wrong objective. The heroes have all moved up a little bit. I ran the War Chanter on the far side, hopefully to go around the Longbeards and nab the true objective. He will become the hero if he makes it. Now let me go into shooting phase because the Mega Boss on maw-krusha does have a shooting attack, and it is in range of the Longbeards. I'm hitting on a 2 and wounding on a 2 because of Battle Brew. So that is 1 wound with a -1 rend on the Longbeards.
Nope. Nope.
So that is actually going to be doing 6 damage. Oh, max damage. Let's start a charge with Gordrak because he has destructive bulk, and that's really fun. That is a 6-inch charge. I made sure that it's 3 inches, so that'll make it. And he's doing 8 dice of possible mortal wounds. Mortal wound on a 4-up. That is 3 mortal wounds on the Longbeards. The War Chanter made a charge into the Longbeards. The 2 groups of Ardboys made enough of a charge to scale the walls, so some Thunderers are going to feel some pain. And that's it for charges. This War Chanter ran. So, going to start combat with the Gore-gruntas. Pig Iron Choppas hitting on a 2 now because of the War Chanter. That's still a horrible fail. Wounding on a 3. That's 2 wounds, the -1 rend on the Longbeards.
Alright, 5s. 1.
And the trample attacks hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 4. 3 wounds, no rend.
Alright.
Wow.
Saved them
there you
all.
go. Damn.
I'm going to be attacking with my Longbeards here into the last Gore-grunta. So I got 8 attacks. I'm looking for 4s and then 3s. Rerolling 1s.
This could be the next Disney movie, The Last Gore-grunta.
The last Gore-grunta. That's 5 at rend 1.
Saving on a 5. One of them saves. That's 4 damage. He's dead. Okay, I'm going to do the second unit of Ard Boys. There are 4 of them in combat. They get 3 attacks each. They are hitting on 4s except for the boss, who is hitting on 3s. The boss is the green dice. Wounding on 3s. So that's going to be 5 wounds with no rend.
5 up save. I definitely got a reroll on that because they also have shields. So I still don't save any. Attacking with my thunders into the orcs here. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attacks going that way. So I'm looking at 5s to hit and 4s to wound because of the grudge on these guys, which is still in effect. Alright, so it was 4s to hit and 5 to wound, so these 4s, they do hit. So now, it's 5 to wound, 4s because of the grudge on this unit. So I've got 1 wound, no rend.
4 up save. Saved.
Alright. Alright, and then 5 attacks on the other Ardboy unit. So these are 4s to hit, 1 hit, and 5s to wound. No wounds.
This unit of Ard Boys here, there are 3 of them in range. I'm actually going to hit the cannon crew with this one, and then I'm going to hit the thunders with these 2. So this one's got 3 attacks, hitting on a 4, wounding on a 3. That's 1 wound on the cannon crew.
Alright, I got a 5 up save. I saved it.
And the 2 on the thunderers. Boss is hitting on a 3. Guy's unit hitting on a 2. They all hit. No, I'm sorry, 4s and 3s. So wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds, no rend on the thunderers.
Alright, so these guys are saving on a 5. Shield wall. So 2 guys down. My Rune Lord's piled in. He's going to be attacking. 1 attack with his Rune Staff, 4 to hit. And 3 to wound. No wound. 2 with his Forge Hammers. So these are 4 to hit. And these are 4 to wound. So 2 wounds, no rend.
Saving on a 4. Neither of them save. So the Mega Boss on maw-krusha is attacking the Longbeards. He has his boss Gorehacker, 3 attacks hitting on a 2 because of Battle Brew, wounding on a 2 because of Battle Brew. So that's 2. Oh, and he's re-rolling fail wounds because of the mystical terrain. So that's 3 wounds with a -1 rend on the thunders.
Longbeards. 1 saved.
So that's 2 damage.
2 damage each or 2 damage total?
2 damage each.
4.
And then he has Scrap Tooth, 4 attacks, hitting on a 2, wounding on a 2. That's 4 more wounds, no rend, 1 damage.
Alright. Saved them all.
Maw-krusha's Mighty Fists, 4 attacks, hitting on a 2, wounding on a 2, re-rolling fails. So that's 4 more wounds with a -2 rend.
6s.
Doing 3 damage each.
How many wounds? 4 more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 saved.
If 1 went through, that's 3 damage. That's the unit.
Okay. My Longbeards are going to be attacking these Gorgruntas. I've got 15 attacks. Got looking for 3s. And then 4s. They're re-rolling 1s. Quite a few 1s this time too. 4 wounds total, no rend.
4 saving on a 4+. 1 of them saves. That's 3 damage. So this guy's down to 1 left.
Alright, I gotta take a break test for these Thunderers. I lost 7. Their base leadership 6. I've got more than 10 left though, so I rolled a 6. I think I'm gonna actually take advantage of the order special rule and let me re-roll that because I'm within 12 of the general. So 5. Because I do half for my banner, so I lose 3, so it didn't matter.
That sounded way worse than it was.
Yeah, they have the clan banner, so I basically just lose half the normal amount.
I found the objective, so now I just have to get there, but I'm fast running out of models. This is the fluffy version. The orcs are charging stupidly against entrenched dwarves.
Time to do the weapons of mass destruction again. I'm going to shoot them at Gordrak, which will also get the War Chanter, and it's also going to come up here and get into my artillery gun, but it's pretty far away, so I should have minimal damage. It's worth it to get mortal wounds on the monster and slow him down so he can't get to the other side of the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and see how many mortal wounds I cause.
3.
3. That's what I wanted to see.
So maw-krusha has 6 on him now.
The War Chanters is say within 4, so I'm looking for 3 up on him. So that's 1 mortal wound on him. Let's see. It looks like 6 to 8 for the organ gun and the crew. So I'll do the organ gun. 6 to 8 is what am I looking for? 5s?
Yeah.
That's 1 wound on the gun. And then on the crew, the crew's okay. The master engineer, he takes a mortal wound. 6 is for the cannon crew. 1 of them dies, and the cannon 5. So the cannon's okay.
Taylor gets a 6, and I get a 1.
Hero phase, I'm gonna start by issuing a grudge. 16 inches, not long enough to get Gordrak.
Oh, I know.
So I'll put the grudge on. Oh, there's no good person to do it. I'll do it on the bigger unit of Hard Boys, and I'm gonna try to give my organ gun 1 more rend, so it goes off. So I'll have rend 2 this turn, and they'll grumble and get the reroll ones like they always do. And now movement. I wonder how many of these guys I can get through this doorway. Alright, so movement, I've pushed as many of the dwarfs through that door as I can. I've moved the dwarf lord up here. I'm hoping to make a long charge up the ramparts. And now I'm going to move to shooting, and I'm going to shoot everything I can at Gordrak and just try to get wounds on him and slow him down at this point. Alright, I'm going to start with the catapult. That's a 3 to hit, which misses. I'm going to try shooting the organ gun. I'm going to shoot all 4 barrels. That doesn't go off. And I'll fire the cannon. So that's 4s to hit. 1 hit. 1 wound. Rend 2.
So it's saving on a 4 because he still has the Mystic Shield. Saved.
Alright, so now I've got 10 of the Thunderers left. They're going to shoot the larger Ardboy unit. These are going to be 4s to hit, 3s to wound, 2 to wound because it's the grudge. They lost the precise shots when they dropped below 20. So 4s and 2s. So 4 wounds, rend 1.
Saving on a 5. 3 save.
Alright, I charged out of the fortress with my dwarf warriors. I've charged both units of Ard boys, and I charged the Weird Knob Shaman. And I charged my dwarf lord up and into combat over here. So I charged through the dangerous terrain. We spilled oil on ourselves. And 2 guys perish. I'll take these 2. I'm gonna attack with my warriors first. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks against the Weird Knob Shaman. So these are gonna be 3s to hit, 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
Weird Knob Shaman has a 5 up save. Is there a rend in this?
No rend.
1 saved.
Alright, I'll attack. Oh, these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Any champions in there, so it'll be 9. Same thing, 3s and then 4s.
Wow.
So that's 2 wounds in the run.
4 up. Neither of them save, so that's one more Ardboy dead.
Alright, and then this group. It's 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. And...
You have a grudge.
oh yeah, so these are actually wounding on 3s.
All save.
I'll save, yeah.
Attacking the Gorgruntas to the Longbeards, Pig Iron Choppas, hitting on 3s. The War Chanter's buff only lasts for my combat phase, because it sucks like that. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, 3 wounds, -1 rend.
Alright. All 3 of them.
And then the Trample, hitting on 4s. There we go.
Epic.
Wounding on 4s. So that's 3 wounds. No, 2 wounds.
Oop. Not quite. 1 more. These Thunders are going to attack next. I've got 6 attacks going on this unit, which are 4s to hit, and 4s to wound via the grudge. That's 2, no rend. And the other 4 attacks are going to be 4s to hit, 5s to wound, so no wounds.
Ardboys saving on a 4, neither of them save. This unit of Ardboys is going to split their attacks. This guy is going to put 3 attacks into the Dwarf Lord. This guy is going to put 3 attacks into the Thunderers. These 2 guys are going to put 6 attacks into the Dwarf Warriors. So on top against the Dwarf Lord first. That's 2 hits, 2 wounds, no rend.
So against the Lord?
Yeah.
That's 1 wound.
Then against the Thunderers, 1 more wound.
Alright. 5s. So that's saved.
Against the Dwarf Warriors, 3 more wounds.
Alright, 5s. 1. No, they charged. Don't get that reroll. The Dwarf Lord's gonna go ahead and attack into the Ardboys. 3s to hit, 2 hits, 3s to wound, 2 wounds. That's at rend 2, 3 wounds apiece.
So saving on a 6. No, 3 wounds apiece.
Yeah. 6 wounds in total.
Alright, so 3 guys go away. This unit of Ardboys here, 3 are going to attack the Thunderers, and 1 is going to attack the Dwarf Warriors. So on the Thunderers, let me do the boss first, because he's hitting on a 3. So that's 3 hits with the boss. And then the 2 others are hitting on a 4. And we're wounding on a 3. So that's going to be 7 wounds on the Thunderers.
Alright. For 5s and 6s. Alright, so 4 wounds.
And then on the Warriors, 2 hits, 1 wound.
Alright, so a 5. I made it. The Longbeards here are gonna attack those Gorgruntas again. Got 12 attacks this time. Got hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s. So 4 wounds, no rend.
Saving on a 4, 2 do not save. So that's 2 damage.
Yes.
So this guy's dead, and this guy has 1 wound on him.
That one's a special order, that one you
The Weird Knob Shaman gets D3 attacks. He's doing 2 attacks. He's hitting on a 4 and wounding on a 3. That's 1 wound to the -1 rend on the warriors.
All right, so 6. Nope.
And that's doing 2 damage.
Okie dokie.
The shaman does something.
Amazing.
All right, rolling for my battle shock tests. The Longbeard's here. That's a pass. The dwarf warriors, I've got 7 dead here. Plus 1 is 8. Their base is 6, and there's more than 20 there, so they're actually okay. They actually pass.
There's
Yeah, because I had a unit of 30 and I've only lost 7. So
What
we
about
should
the
be-
what about on the charge?
That's including the charge. 2 of the guys from the charge.
okay.
Okay, you're good.
The Thunderers got 4 wounds. 6. I'm going to use the Lord to reroll that. Make it a 3. 7. So they lose 1.
My first unit of Ardboys lost 4 models this turn. Their bravery is 7. They are fine. Actually, there's 1 model left. The other unit lost 1, so they can't lose it. Plus, they still have their banner.
Alright, so that's the end of Dwarf turn 3. I'm a little worried about that War Chanter who's breaking free and heading towards the super weapon. I don't know if he'll make it there in his movement phase. We'll have to see. If he does, it's going to do a lot of damage to dwarves.
Hero phase for Ironjawz. I'm going to start by giving the Mega Boss on Maw-Krusha Mystic Shield again. Because that's been, well, yeah, that's been working fine. Oh. That goes off. The War Chanter over here is going to give the last remaining Ardboy +1 to hit. The War Chanter over here is going to give the last remaining boar +1 to hit. Mega Boss is going to use his command ability since Inspiring Presence is only 12-inch range and nobody's in range is useless. There are 3 units within 15 inches of him. I need to roll equal to or less than that, and I do not. Finished up Rampaging Destroyers. Mega Boss on Maw-Krusha moved closer to the artillery. The War Chanter moved closer to the artillery. Weird Knob Shaman got the hell out of dodge. And the War Chanter over here crucially missed his roll, only rolled a 1, and is not going to be able to get to the objective this turn to secure the game. Let's move on to movement. Mega Boss on Maw-Krusha is going to use his Inner Bursting Bellow, hitting on a 2, wounding on a 2. So that is 1 wound with a -1 rend on the organ gun. Why not?
Okay. So the organ gun's got a 3-up armor save, so 4-up. I think it's 3-up. Well, 6 will definitely save it.
All right. Mega Boss on Maw-Krusha got a 10-inch charge. That's going to do what I need it to do. That'll work. Destructive Bulk. I have to pick 1 unit that he lands on. So I'm going to do the organ gun unit. On a 4-up, I get a mortal wound. So that's 2 mortal wounds on the organ gun crew.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the Dwarf Warriors with a 1 remaining Ardboy. Hitting on a 4. No, hitting on a 3 now because of the War Chanter. It's irrelevant. And wounding on a 3. That's 1 wound.
Alright. Oh, he's dead. Alright, so I'm going to do my Dwarf Warriors next. I've piled in. I'm going to start against these Ardboys. Got 10 attacks coming in. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound because of the grudge. Oop.
Good
And I
rolls.
would have re-rolled those because of Resolute in Defense, but no need. So 8 wounds, no red.
4 ups. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more models go away.
And then these guys. So 6 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to hit, 4s to wound. Reroll fail wounds, resolute in defense, 2 wounds on that guy.
Oh, he did.
He dead.
The Boar Boss. This is the Battalion Big Boss, so he has 2 extra wounds. So he's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds, the -1 rend.
Alright, 1 down.
And then his trample attack. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. One more wound, no rend.
Alright. Another one. So I piled in an attack with the Longbeards here. I'm looking for 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s. I got 6. Need all of them.
Is it a rend?
No rend.
4-ups.
It's not all of them.
So that's 3 more wounds. I'm going to do the boss gore hacker on the engineer. It's hitting on a 2. Wounding on a 2. So that's 2 wounds with a -1 rend.
That won't save.
So 4 damage.
Alright, that's him dead.
Then we'll do Scrap Tooth on the crew of the organ gun. 2s and 2s. So that's 3 hits, 1 damage each, no rend.
Alright, that's them dead.
And we'll do the Mighty Fists on the organ gun itself. That's going to be hitting on a 2. Wounding on a 3. So that's 2 wounds, the -2 rend on the organ gun.
Alright.
Doing 6 damage total.
Okay, that's the organ gun dead. Alright, I got my Thunderers here attacking the last Ardboy. Got 3 attacks. 4s to hit, 4s to wound because of that grudge. So that's 1 wound, no rend.
Saved.
Okay.
War Chanter is piling into the cannon crew. 4 attacks, hitting on 3. Wounding on 4. Were any of those 6s? I don't think so. Wounding on 4. 1 wound.
No save.
1 dead.
Okay.
So the 6 that I rolled to hit generates an extra attack. Again, hitting on 3. Misses. Battle Shock for the Ardboys. They lost 4 models this turn. I rolled a 5, so the Ardboys are gone. End of Ironjawz turn 2. Getting a little better, but I think we've lost most of our beefy units, and critically, I could not get the objective. So that means, even though the Mega Boss is still there and we'll probably start steamrolling things, he gets 1 more attack with his super weapon. So let's see what happens.
I'm gonna take this guy out. I'm gonna do 1 mortal wound to fill in the collateral damage on this unit. 5 of my guys, 1 of his. He's the purple. I lose 1 guy.
Rolling off for turns. Taylor gets a 4. I get a 3.
Hero phase, I'm going to issue the grudge on Gordrak, or the Mega Boss. So I'll be +1 to wound him. And I'm going to cast the extra rend on the Dwarf Lord as he goes in to do what Dwarf Lords do. And that goes off. So he'll have an extra rend this turn. It makes him rend 3, yeah. Alright, movement's complete. I just moved the Dwarf Warriors forward. They're gonna chase down the fleeing Weird Knob. I moved the Dwarf Lord and his companion Santa over here to challenge the Mega Knob on the maw-krusha. The first thing we're gonna do is shoot the catapult at the last Gore-grunta. 3s to hit. No dice. I'm going to shoot the cannon at the maw-krusha here. Go ahead and roll that now. 4s to hit. 2 to wound. That's 1 wound at rend 2.
Saving on a 4+. Nope.
Alright, and that's d6 wounds. 3 wounds.
Ouch.
I'm going to be shooting the Thunderers into the fleeing Weird Knob. 4s to hit. And 3s to wound. That's 2 wounds at rend 1.
So saving on a 6. Nope.
So I made the charge with my Dwarf Lord and Santa Claus up to the Mega Boss. The Dwarf Lord is going to attack first. I've got 4 attacks, 3 to hit, and 2 to wound because of the grudge that I've placed on him. Wow. Well, 1 goes through at Rend 3, which is nice.
Yeah, so I don't think he
He's
still has a Mystic Shield,
Yep.
so that's
5.
5 up? Nope.
That's 3 more wounds.
Okay. The boar is going to attack the Longbeards. Pig Iron Choppa is hitting on a 3, wounding on a 3. That's 3 wounds, the -1 rend.
Oh, that's 3 guys down.
And the trample, hitting on a 4, wounding on a 4. It's 1 more wound.
Oh, come on. Come on, bro. Bro. Alright, Santa, it's your time to shine. We got the Rune Lord attacking the Mega Boss. 1 attack, which is 4 to hit. Nope. 2 attacks, 4 to hit. 1, 3 to wound. Nope. Santa Claus did not come to town. He did not deliver. Poor Santa.
He does look like Santa
He's
Claus.
straight up Santa Claus.
The Mega Boss is going to attack the Dwarf Lord with his Gorhaka and Scraptooth. The Gorhaka is now going to get an extra attack because it killed the Engineer in the last turn. And then the Maw-krusha is going to attack Santa Claus. So, Gorhaka, 4 attacks now, hitting on 2. Wounding on 2. It's 3 wounds with a -1 rend, doing 2 damage each.
For 5s, you have 2, so that's 2 wounds on him.
And then the Scraptooth, 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. So that's 2 more wounds, no rend,
That's 2.
1 damage each.
And he's got 4.
Then the Maw-krusha on Santa Claus. The Mighty Fists are doing 4 attacks. They're now hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds and a -2 rend.
6s. Nope.
And it's doing 3 damage each.
Goodbye.
The fall of Santa.
Claus.
One day he's gonna get to attack with his bladed tail.
What a Grinch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this combat with my Longbeards. That's 2 hits and 1 wound.
On the Mega Boss?
Yes.
Saved. The War Chanter is going to finish off the Cannon Crew, 4 attacks, hitting on a 3. No 6s, so no extra attacks. Wounding on a 4. That's 1 wound. Alright, so the Cannon Crew's dead.
Cannon Crew's dead.
But the cannon is still there.
Cannon is still there.
Can it fire?
Nope.
No, but it means that if I'd still have to attack it before I can move.
Yeah, it's part of the unit, so it's still in combat with it.
Or unless you retreat, right?
Unless you
Unless
retreat,
you
yeah.
retreat.
Right.
Battle shock for these guys, I lost 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's gonna be 1 guy running away.
And the orcs
Why do I have 2 banners?
don't have units left that can take battle shot.
That's the end of my turn. Still got some stuff to mop up around here. Coming very close to killing the maw-krusha. Dwarf Lord's in combat with them, so we'll see. Probably get eaten next turn. And it looks like he'll get control of the super weapon. So I'm actually in pretty rough shape. That super weapon will basically wipe out this whole unit because they're 1 wound models. So I think I'm looking at defeat, actually.
Ironjawz hero phase. The War Chanter here is going to give this guy +1 to hit. The War Chanter here is going to give himself +1 to hit. The Mega Boss on maw-krusha, I'm going to attempt to use his ability. And that goes off, so everybody within 15 inches, which is just 2 units, gets an extra attack. And let me do Rampaging Destroyers. The War Chanter has found the secret weapon, and with a run roll that he made in the movement phase, he's halfway up to it. And let's go into shooting. The Mega Boss is going to shoot the Rune Lord, and he's hitting on a 2, wounding on a 2. That is 1 wound with a -1 rend on the Dwarf Lord. Save.
Save.
Mega Boss on maw-krusha is attacking the Dwarf Lord with his melee weapons. The maw-krusha itself is going to attack the cannon, which is actually still there. So the melee weapons, 4 attacks again because I killed a guy with it. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. That's 4 wounds, the -1 rend on the Dwarf Lord.
For 5s. Nope, he's toast.
Yeah, that's 2 damage each.
Yeah, he only had 1 left.
Okay, so that'll mean that his Gorhaka now has 5 attacks. And then the maw-krusha's Mighty Fists, 4 attacks, hitting on a 6 now. Nope. Well, 5s for the battle group, but still, nothing. And the Bladed Tail gets D3 attacks, 1 attack, hitting on a 4, 3, but nothing. So the cannon's still there.
Alright, I'm gonna attack with these longbeards into those guys. That guy. 4. Nope, rolling 1s. 1. No rend.
Saved. Then the boar will attack back. 3s and 3s. No, 2s and 3s now because of the war chanter. 3 attacks, -1 rend.
3 of them?
Yep.
That's 2 more.
And then the trample. 1 hit. No. War chanter. 1 wound.
Nope, he's dead. Wow.
The War Chanter on the battlement is going to attack the cannon. He gets 4 attacks, hitting on 3s because he buffed himself. No, hitting on 2s because he buffed himself. Wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound, no rend.
Alright, 4 up.
Saved.
Save.
End of Ironjawz' turn. Things are turning around for the orcs. I have 4 models left on the board. However, I am in control of the super weapon, and the dwarfs are slow. So if we play this out, I might be able to make it a win. So I'm in control of the gun, and I'm going to use it to attack as many models as I can. I'll center it on this model here so that I don't hit my own unit. This model has 1 wound, so D3 is going to kill him. Let's see what else happens. 7 of his models are within 2 inches. I need a 2+. So 5 models go away. 4 models were within 4 inches. So I need a 3+ for these. And 4 more models go away. 3 models within the next tier, so hitting on a 4. So 2 more models go away. And then the remaining 4 models are in the last tier, hitting on a 5 up. And 1 more model goes away. So I forgot that there's actually models up on the battlement there. There are 5 more models within 10 inches. So I rolled 3 6s, so 3 of those models went away as well.
So we're gonna call it. It's getting late here. We're closing up shop, so we got a quick cleanup. It's always a little tough with single wound models. You're kind of always on the... you're kind of fighting, because if I do 5 wounds to one of his Gorgruntas, it's removing 1 model, and he can't even fail his break test. You do 5 wounds to a Dwarf Warrior unit, and it's almost guaranteed models are running away. And the fact that I don't have any multi-wound models makes it tough. But I love dwarves. I'll play dwarves forever. I'd play them if they were worse. So, for the dwarves.
I would play this again. In fact, I think I would make it a standing challenge. Come fight dwarfs in their fortress and see what you can do.
I should have focused more fire on the hero units, since the hero units are what take the castle. That should have been more of a priority. I think that was one of my mistakes.
So if there's anything you'd like to see fought, or if you want to come fight us, shoot us a comment down below, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, fight me.